Welcome back to the Conquerors show. I am your host, Gathoni Mutugi, and our guest is Daniel. And we left at, Daniel, who was born blind. And, the family disowned him. And then he was brought up by the grandmother who passed on. And then he was taken to a convent. And then after that, went to university at Kenyatta University, and he got to a place where now he didn't have school fees. But the good news is he did surgery, and the surgery was successful. But Daniel tells us that he didn't want, people to know that the surgery was successful. So Daniel, tell us, why didn't you want people to know that the surgery was successful?
Okay, of course, people ask me now that you have been blind for this long.
Yeah.
Then you are claiming that you are seeing. What can you see? How many fingers are these? And because I never know how to count using fingers or by seeing, I could have a problem. So I kept it to myself as on the free time. During my free time, I could now learn how to write and read with a pen. Yes.
Wow.
So I could engage these small kids around in Madare, ask them, what did you learn today? We learned alphabetical letters. How do you write alphabetical letters? A up to Z, they showed me how to write. Sometimes also give me a pencil, I try to write with those alphabetical pens. I write them upside down. They ask, mtu mkubwa mjinga, hajui, anaandika vibaya.
Yeah.
But at least they were the best teachers in the village.
Yeah.
So there I am, and I'm outside the university. During my class, after the class in the university, could go there, wash utensils for people, at least get something to eat. I could wash people's clothes in the lobby. At least I get to be paid 20 or 30 shillings in a day.
Wow.
I repair shoes. I was like do almost every kind of job in Madara to make a living.
Yeah.
And also paying a rent of about 400 shillings, which was very tough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, paying a rent of 400 in
400
Madara,
shillings.
in Bonde village.
Yeah.
It wasn't that easy because we're paying here 400 shillings rent and have to pay 50 bob for electricity.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are forced to walk from Madare to Kenyatta University because we don't even have bus fare.
Wow.
And that's how we survived.
Yeah.
So in 2016, lucky enough, I was able to complete my studies. By the time I was applying for my graduation, it was impossible. They said, he warned you from the beginning, don't take mathematics, but we kept on persisting that you're going to be a teacher to teach mathematics and geography. So we're not allowed to graduate. The Senate refused to place me on the graduation list.
So why?
So, being blind, we did mathematics, but mathematics option B or option B.
Yeah.
Where we don't have diagrams. But you see in class we could do a number of diagrams, and we also could teach maybe students who don't have those visual problems.
Yeah.
They need to demonstrate, they need to do those diagrams on the board. So they thought I'm going to become an inferior teacher while teaching in a normal classroom setup. So we argued for some time. I said, okay, well, hate to drop and now think about myself.
Yeah.
What next from here? So in 2017, had a chance to board jumbo jet from JKI to Mombasa. And how did I get even the air ticket money? I had repaired shoes for like about a whole year since 2016 to get 6,000, which I paid to jumbo jet. So I paid that much. I went to Mombasa. When I arrived in Mombasa, I asked the flight attendant if I can talk to the captain who brought us here. The fact that I was a geography student at the university, we had those chance of coming to Mombasa, Malindi, for those excavations. So I asked that flight attendant, we took very little time to be from Nairobi to Mombasa here. Why? But he said she doesn't know so much about flying. With her work is to make sure that all the passengers are comfortable. But that much you could ask the captain. So I asked her, kindly can you get me to the captain? She told me that you need to have an appointment. I told her I only have one chance to be here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to book an appointment, and regarding my condition, because when I came to the airline, I came using a white cane. First, they even put me on a wheelchair and took me to the aeroplane, saying this one is sick.
Yeah.
Even by the time we arrived in Mombasa, they were asking me, that sick passenger, the one that you are carrying on the wheelchair, to be the first one to get out. In fact, they even put a wheelchair there at Moi International Airport in Mombasa told them not to use that wheelchair anymore. I'm comfortable walking with my white cane.
Yeah.
So after persisting for long, he said, okay, you can get in and talk to the captain. So I met Captain Yvonne Mumia. She's a very nice lady. She told me it is okay. I've heard you. I told her that I was born blind. I got my sight back recently through surgery. I've gone through education up to university. And right now I know how to ride a bicycle. I know how to push mkokoteni, wheelbarrow. I know even how to drive. I have a driving license. And I also want to know how to fly a plane. I said, hey, you've really inspired me so much.
Wow.
And I've never thought of carrying a passenger like you. But because you asked me for that favor, take my number. She gave me her card.
Wow.
Let's meet at Wilson Airport on Friday, once I'm done with my work. So we met there. And she took me to Skylink Aviation College in 2017.
Oh.
So when I went there, I was given a fee structure and admission letter. The fee structure itself, it can make you fall down like about 3 times. The fee structure is reading about 5 million for the beginners. I looked at myself and said, hey, how do I even get 5 million in Mathare while I'm only making 10 to 15, 20, 30 shillings here on a daily basis? But I said, after all, I have faith. I know God. I've been going to church. God won't leave me at this time.
Yeah.
Can help me
He's
out.
been with you all this time.
So I went there, I spoke to some few people in the media, tried to call for donations here and there, and the match I could raise only 2,000. So I paid that 2,000 and I was given a school uniform. I was told to still have a balance of 8,000 to clear the school uniforms. So I'm okay. After all, they've given me a shirt, bus and a trouser, and also have shoes. They can't ask me to give them back their shirt.
Yeah.
After all, I'm the one who has been using it.
Yeah.
So I was there for the first week, second week, third week. This guy, they're saying, hey, we can't keep you long here again. Because you have to pay school fees. The school must run.
Yeah.
You need money. So the monkey, by that, just be talking to a donor abroad. He says she's coming to pay the school fees. So they trust my word. After 1 month, second month, say, hey, this donor is coming from which country? Because after all, you need to only spend like about a day or 2 days or a maximum of a week to come to Kenya.
Yeah.
What could be the problem? Told them, do you have their email? I don't have their email. Do you have a Facebook page for the donor? I don't have. Do you have any phone call address? I don't have. Now they said, I think you're lying to us. How do you communicate to her that she's coming to pay for your school fees?
Yeah.
She communicated with a contact person who's in Kenya here. Can you get her the contact? Yes, I gave them. They called, they said they only support up to the age of 25 and they only support between 2,000 shillings and a maximum of 10,000. That's how I had to drop from that aviation college.
Wow.
So I began now moving from Skylink Aviation College, I go to Capital Connect Aviation College, I go to Kenya School of Flying. From there I go to now NFT. Now in 2018, the president, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, launched a sector policy for learners and trainees with disabilities at KICC on 25th of May 2018.
Yeah.
And of course, I was called by a friend who used to work for the Cabinet Secretary, Amina Mohammed, who was the CS for Education.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to come and participate in the launch for sector policy for learners and trainees with disabilities. It will be launched on this day at around this time.
Yeah.
So I made my way with my white cat, got to KICC. They found a number of guests that were there. Within a very short period of time, the CS came in, the PS and a few dignitaries, the US ambassador, Ranambaga, and the rest. And after about 10 to 15 minutes, the president came in. So he came in and the environment changed once. He learned the sector policy, and I was among the people who benefited from the same policy.
Wow.
After the launch, I went to the CS Amina Mohammed.
Yeah.
I asked for her help. I never found her. It's not easy to get a CS in the office. It's not easy. You book an appointment, they tell you come tomorrow in the afternoon. You come there tomorrow in the afternoon, she's not there.
Yeah.
So I went back to the sister and I told sisters, I met Mama Ngina Kenyatta and she asked if you can go there for a prayer session with you. And sisters were very happy. Hey, how did you meet Mama Ngina Kenyatta? Her home is just in Muthaiga. I can take you there. Are you sure, Dan? Yes, I'm very much sure. Okay. So we took like a whole bus for St. Ignatius Mukumu Boys High School in Mukumu in Kakamega County. So all of them were filled up, the whole bus. They come to Nairobi to see Mama Ngina Kenyatta. We have never met with this lady. I've never met this lady, but I know she comes from around this Muthaiga place here. So I went asking the day before they came in. I went there, asked, I knew the gate is here. Even talked to the security guy, told her, security guy, sister huko nyumbani, they're very stubborn. They asked me if they can talk to Mama Ngina Kenyatta. What do I do?
Are you serious?
Yes. They asked me, let them come here. We'll call Mama. If she accepts that she wants to see them, then well and good.
So what was your intention?
My intention was to meet Mama Ngina Kenyatta.
So you knew the easiest way to meet Mama Ngina is by calling these sisters?
Yes, going through the sisters, because she's a staunch Catholic woman.
Yeah.
She hasn't put up a Catholic church at Mutomo Parish. She's never put with her own personal money. So I talked to her, I went again to church, I told the church is here. I also have guests from Mukumu coming to meet me here, then take me to Mama Ngina Kenyatta, pray for us. And then Kumu, the church priest at Holy Basilica Church, is a good friend to Mama Ngina Kenyatta. She called Mama Ngina Kenyatta, hey Mama, you have guests who are coming from Mukumu and have not told me. I mean, hapana, hii maneno sijui mimi, sijaona mimi yo. Kasema, my pros, just at least by the following day I found her there. So they came up to Adams, they slept there for a night. The following day in the morning, they called me, Dan, we are here, we are prepared, come and go together. So tukaenda, came there around about Muthaiga, came.
And she was there?
And she was called. She was called by the security guy, the security GSU security man, Samik Mwangi. Called, mama, uko na wageni kutoka Mukumu, wamekuja basi mzima, wamekuja kuona. So I'm like, hey, who are this? Mama accepted, said, okay, let them come in. So we had a chance to be with Mama and the sisters. So when she saw these sisters, when they came, they said, kwa jina la Baba, la Mwana, Mtakatifu, Salama, Rema, Mbinguni, nini. She came and she saw the sisters and said, these are good people. Sat down, even had a cup of tea with Mama Ngina Kenyatta. She was so happy. So she asked me, how can I help you? Yeah. I told Mama, I was born blind, and these are my parents. They brought me up because my family abandoned me in Mathare here, and they've been helping me. I want to become a pilot, but I don't know how to become a pilot. Yeah. And it is okay. It is okay. I'll help you to become one. Wow. So she asked me to go for medical, the one that I'm holding here, medical check with the KCA people. From the medical check, then you get the PPA license, the SPA license. So I went there, she gave me like about 20,000 cash money. I visited the doctor, took like about 15,000 for the first time, another 4,000 again for consultation, doing a number of things there. Was given this certificate, medical certificate. I went to KCA, I now have my first license. Wow. Then I asked her, Mama, after paying this 20,000, what else should I do? Then she called the CS Amina Mohammed to meet me in person, to listen to me, and then to give me sponsorship how I'm going to complete the studies. So I went there, talked to the CS Amina Mohammed. She said, I'm so much inspired. I'm going to help you with the ground school fee, and that Mama has paid for you for the license. Now she gave me 50,000 in form of a check to the Capital Connect Aviation College. I went there. After 2 weeks, that money was off because aviation is quite expensive. What? So I had to drop out of the college again. Went back. Now in 2019, towards around 28th of May 2019, I was also called by Vivian Gugi. She's the secretary to the First Lady at State House. She called me. I had a meeting with the First Lady, the director, and those administrator at her office. She promised to help me complete my studies. Then it wasn't easy. I had now to start now logging hours. Like today, log on 1 hour. After a month again, I log another 1 hour. But
so all this time you're still using your stick?
Yeah, that stick is
but
the only
you can
one.
See?
Yeah, I can see. I can see because for you to go for medical and to be proved that you are fit to fly a plane, you have to be having a vision of 6/6.
Why? Why are you still using a stick and you can see?
You see, this stick, like if you go take you back even to the Bible about Moses. Moses walked with a stick. Why? It was a symbol of protection and to guide you to where you are heading to.
Okay.
It was a symbol. It was also easy to explain to people that this gentleman is blind.
Yeah.
And he's making his way maybe to this particular office or to this particular direction.
Wow.
So whenever I could make even a problem, a silly issue on the road, they said, okay, let's help him, let's hold his hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It was even easy for me to access the CS using that white cane.
Okay.
Sama kijana, how do I help you? And I'm seeing her.
Yeah.
Then I explained to her, and okay, wow, that is good. So she paid for me that. I was able to go through the ground school.
Yeah.
I completed. I began now logging the hours. Now I also did an email to US ambassador, and I told him, you launched this sector policy with the President of the Republic of Kenya, and I need your support. This is my story. And because it has been featured on the newspaper, he looked at the newspaper and he said, I'm so much encouraged. I'm going to help you. So COVID-19 came in when I was still logging the hours, and here I am.
Wow.
And lucky enough, they have a summit, a global summit for pilots with disability in the US.
Yeah.
So he asked me if I can make an application. He's willing to get me a visa to go to US and participate in the global summit and be representing Kenya in the summit. So I did a letter to the president. I told him I'm the first pilot with visual disability. When we launched the sector policy for learners and trades with disability, I was so much encouraged.
Wow.
And I think I'm one of the beneficiaries.
Wow.
So I was called in by the head of public service, Dr. Joseph Kinyu. We wrote a letter to the president. I want giving this letter to the president first. I want to assess you and see whether you can fly a plane.
Wow.
So they came to school. I was able to fly. A few of their staff, they said, wow, this gentleman is just a good person. And we'll take him to the president to pay his school fees, he complete his studies, and then to be employed to be one of the Kenya Airways pilots.
Wow.
That's where we are.
Wow.
So end of this month, I'll be flying to US to represent Kenya in the Global Summit for Pilots with Disabilities.
Wow.
And above all, having gone through all this and also having been helped by the Catholic nuns, I decided to put up a foundation, Blind Pilot Kenya, where I help children living with visual disability from extreme poverty families to get their sight.
Wow.
I've been able to help like about 13 or so who have gone through the surgery and they have recovered fully, and right now they're able to see and they're independent.
Yeah.
I've also been able to get some sponsorship from KCA, Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, of about 250,000 to support these children, about 10 of them, about a month ago.
Wow.
And they were happy. In 2019, I was figured to be the best pilot of the year by the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority.
Wow. Congratulations.
Asante. That's where we are.
Wow.
So I trust in the Lord, I trust in God, because He has done a miracle in my life. And I'm with the same miracle transformed the lives of so many people in the community.
Wow.
Those who thought that maybe it was the end, it was just a beginning of a new, better journey for them to go through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Daniel, for coming. You've been
you
such
too.
a blessing. And may God continue to bless you and to add you more as you continue to, inspire and even be a blessing to people who are like you, so that they don't, go through what you went through. Thank you so much. Your story is inspiring. Karibu. Asante sana, tunashukuru.
Karibu.
Thank you so much for, for listening. I mean, I don't even know what to say. A man who was born blind and now is a pilot. I mean, only God can do, such a thing, because it is rare for someone to be born. It takes God. That is a miracle for someone who was born blind to see. Thank you so much for watching. I believe that you're inspired. If you have a story that you would want us to air, please, reach to us on Facebook, Gathoni Mutugi, or Wema TV on Facebook online, and God will bless you. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, God bless you and have yourself an amazing week.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.